All right, so here we go with the vocal. Let's take a listen.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss pressing your sweet lips.
All right, so this is a nice vocal, nice voice. It's tends to be a little on the thinner side of voices, not thicker type voices.
I have never felt like this.
But definitely the guy can sing. Let's clean this track up a little bit, get rid of what we can for noise issues, like when we don't want a lot of breathing and weird stuff during delays. I'm still going to try and keep it natural, but this is what I usually do with vocals, is just get rid of some of this air. Come on. Just a little bit. Let's see what that sounds like.
I have never felt.
So what I'll do is I'll just give it a little bit of a fade there.
I have never felt like.
I'm going to get rid of the breath.
I have never felt like this.
Yeah, and all these little things that I'm doing take time, but it makes a big difference in the long run when you're mixing.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss.
So this, on this line, it must have been that kiss, definitely sounds a little more natural with the breath, so I'm going to leave that. In fact, I'll lead it in with a little bit of a fade.
It must have been that kiss.
And I'm going to fade the end again, just to make it cleaner.
It must have been that kiss.
See how nice that is now? Let's get rid of that. So we just kind of go line by line with this. Takes a little extra time, but again, if you want to be a professional mixer and do it right.
Pressing your sweet lips.
Now it also depends on the song. If this was like a real, like, let's say, hard rock, metal-y kind of tune, I probably wouldn't have to do that because you would never hear that with the other instrumentation and the aggressiveness of drums and guitars. But in this song, you might not hear it either, but it's a little bit more of, acoustic type instruments and things. So.
Or mine, or maybe.
All right, so let's hear what this sounds like.
Or mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay.
Or mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my blues away.
You hear that, all that noise between there? That's why you don't want that in your echo or your reverb. That'll really pick up a lot of times. So you got to kind of just get rid of that. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it makes a difference.
I'm counting down.
For the extra few minutes that you got to spend on this, worth it. All right, so let's do this.
I know another way that you when summer winds are blowing again.
All right.
And you.
See, he's tapping his foot. That would pick up on the delay if I'm using a delay. You can't have that.
And you. When summer winds are blowing against your skin. I want you.
All right, that's all good. All right, and then we have this whole section here. So we will get rid of all that noise. I assume that's a solo section right there. It looks like it could be. Let me just make sure that's okay.
Summer winds.
All right, let's go over here.
If we.
All right, I'm going to bring this out a little bit.
If we.
A little aggressive, so I'm going to slide it in.
If we keep doing what we say. If we keep doing. If we keep doing what we say, just take it down.
Again, got to keep, you got to spend the time if you want to do the crime.
Just take it day by day.
You hear how sibilancy this is here?
Just take it day by day.
We're definitely going to have to put a de-esser on this. So
Everything will be okay. Okay. Everything will be okay. Okay.
all right. Solid vocal though. I may put a little bit of tuning on it. We'll see.
Us.
Maybe not.
I know another way that I can get to you.
Yeah, a lot of noise there. See, people don't realize all that little subfloor noise, depending on how quiet the part is, if you have a reverb or delay or something else going on, it will
When summer wind.
it will definitely enhance with those effects. So we're doing this, and I'm doing it in real time so you can see what it's like and what I'm going through here. Because this is what you got to do if you're going to be a real mix engineer. And for your own songs, you know, if you really want them to pop, you know, a lot of little edits. So I'm just kind of taking you through it with me. Taking you through it with me. You're here with Uncle Rock Mixer. All right, so I think that's the end of the song. Yes, it is. So I'm going to get rid of all of that subfloor noise. And I'll give that a little fade at the end. Why not? Saki bomb. All right, let's go back to the beginning of this vocal and see what we're going to do with it. All right, all right.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss pressing your sweet lips.
All right, so we're going to go back to the SSL because you cannot go wrong. In fact, I am going to use the Plugin Alliance SSL on this. So this is a little bit of a different flavor. This is the E channel. And I've actually mixed on this console, this real console, many times, so I'm very familiar with it. Let's see what we can get out of this.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my blues away. I'm counting down the days till I touch your face.
So I've brought the gain up a little bit, the V gain, which gives it a little bit more character from an SSL. I've also brought up the THT, which gives me a little bit of saturation, just a tiny bit. I may do another plugin with more saturation. We'll see. I am going to do double compression most likely on this, but let's start here with a 3.3. Let's see what we get.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my blues up.
All right, cool. All right, now I'm going to go into a bell curve at about 10K. And again, I'm not going to give too much because he's already got more of a higher endy type of voice.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say.
Just a little bit, just like that.
I have never
All right, I'm going to take it in and out so you can hear the difference. Here's his vocal prior.
I have never felt like this.
Now listen with it in.
I have never felt like this.
So we've done a lot, and it really sounds nice. Let us do some compression. I am going to use an SSL compressor on this. You know what? No, I'm not. I lied. Let's go with the McDSP, which is basically an 1176 type of thing, I guess. All right, here we go.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you.
That's nice. All right, and the other thing I want to do to this is add a de-esser. Okay, so this is Cubase's built-in de-esser, and we're going to go with that starting point. Let's take a listen, see how she does.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my blues away.
You know what? I am going to go to a different de-esser. Okay, so let's try this de-esser on the vocal.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips.
You hear every time the S comes up?
Mine, or maybe it's you.
Okay, so let's hear this vocal in the track for a minute.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my blues away. I'm counting down the days till I touch your face. Even though there is an ocean lying right between us, I know another way that I can get to you. When summer winds are blowing against your skin, think of me when those winds are touching you. When summer winds are blowing against your skin.
All right, that's nice. That's really nice. We need to do a couple of things to these vocals. Let's solo it again. Go back. We're going to add its own delay, its own reverb. Let's see what we get. We're going to add effects to this channel. Let's add a stereo delay. And let's hear what we got.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my blues away. I'm counting down the days till I touch your face, even though there is an ocean line. I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my blues away. I'm counting down the days till I touch your face, even though there is an ocean line.
So we're just going to use it very subtly, and now we'll do a little bit of reverb on this as well. Let us do a nice plate on here. The vocal. Let's add an effect, and let's do plate. And we're gonna go with, you know what? I'm not even gonna use that. Let's go with, let's see what we get.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my blues away. I'm counting down the days till I
All right, so right now there's too much reverb time here for me, so I'm gonna bring down the time. Maybe a little too much pre-delay also.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss. I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips.
All right, I like that. I like that. Let's hear what that sounds like in the track.
I have never felt like this. It must have been that kiss, pressing your sweet lips on mine, or maybe it's you. Know just what to say to chase my blues away. I'm counting down the days till I touch your face, even though there is an ocean lying right between.
All right, so I'm going to do one more thing to this track before we automate the mix. We'll do that in the next video.